In 1922, a 15-year-old boy began his first job at a small auto repair shop in Tokyo, and the shop owner didn't take him seriously and instead asked him to clean the workshop and babysit his child. No one imagined that this young boy would one day become one of the greatest minds in the automotive world. His name, Soichiro Honda, the man who would go on to build one of the largest motorbike companies and challenge major car brands across the globe. Soichiro Honda was born in 1906 in the village of Tenryu, near Mount Fuji in Japan. His father was a local blacksmith who also fixed bicycles, while his mother was a skilled weaver. Life was tough. Soichiro lost 5 of his siblings during childhood due to illness. At age 8, he heard a strange sound in his village. It was a Ford Model T, the first car he had ever seen. He was mesmerized. That moment changed his life. From then on, Soichiro became obsessed with machines. He learned how to fix bicycles and sharpen tools, helping his father in the repair shop. But school? He hated it. His grades were so bad that he forged his report cards to avoid getting scolded by his father. In 1922, after seeing an advertisement for a car repair business called Art Shokai, Soichiro wrote to them asking for a job. When they replied positively, he left school and home to move to Tokyo. There, he started working, not as a mechanic, but as a babysitter for the shop owner's child. He made no money and felt humiliated, but going home as a failure wasn't an option. Eventually, when the shop got too busy, the owner gave Soichiro a chance to help with repairs. Slowly, he proved himself and became a trusted and skilled mechanic. He learned not just about fixing cars, but also how to run a business. At that time, most cars in Japan were foreign-made, and only the wealthy could afford them. Soichiro gained hands-on experience working on cars like Daimlers, Mercedes and Lincolns, and even motorcycles. Soichiro was introduced to the world of motorsports at Art Shokai. In 1924, the company built a racing car called the Curtiss using aircraft parts. It won first place in a major race, with Soichiro as the engineer. This experience sparked his lifelong love for racing. In 1926, he was drafted into the military, but was rejected due to colorblindness. 2 years later, his mentor asked him to manage a new Art Shokai branch in Hamamatsu. It struggled at first, but Soichiro eventually grew it into a successful workshop with 30 employees. He also built a race car and set a Japanese speed record of 120 km/h, which lasted for 20 years. But in 1936, a major crash during a race left him seriously injured. After pressure from his family, he gave up racing. Tired of doing only repairs, Soichiro wanted to make parts, specifically piston rings. He proposed this idea at Art Shokai, but was rejected. So he left and started his own company, Tokai Seiki. Along with his friend Kato, they worked day and night to develop piston rings. But their first attempts failed. Soichiro even enrolled in part-time engineering school to improve his skills. In 1939, he finally produced a working piston ring and started supplying Toyota. But out of 50 samples, only 3 passed their tests. Still, he didn't give up. He traveled across Japan to learn more about metalwork and manufacturing. Eventually, his pistons met Toyota's standards and orders flooded in. During World War II, his company was taken over by the government, and Toyota bought a 45% share. Soichiro was demoted to a director role. Then came disaster. In 1944, a bombing raid destroyed his factory. In 1945, an earthquake destroyed the remaining plant. Japan surrendered soon after, and Soichiro sold what was left of his business to Toyota for 450,000 yen. Post-war Japan was in ruins and fuel was scarce. One day, Soichiro found an old army generator engine and wondered, what if I put this on a bicycle? He did, and it worked. In 1946, he founded the Honda Technical Research Institute and with a team of 12, started producing motorized bicycles. Soon demand grew, and in 1948 he officially established Honda Motor Co. He created the Model D, his first complete motorcycle. But it was too heavy and didn't sell well. So he went back to the drawing board and came up with the legendary Super Cub, a light, affordable and reliable motorbike. It became a massive success, even winning the Emperor's Prize. He partnered with Takeo Fujisawa, who brought financial expertise and helped expand the business. By the late 1950s, Honda was the top-selling motorcycle brand in Japan. Honda motorcycles entered the US in 1958 with the Super Cub, priced at just $295. There, you meet the nicest people on a Honda campaign revolutionized the image of motorcycles and led to huge sales. Meanwhile, Soichiro focused heavily on racing. Honda motorcycles began competing internationally, and by 1959 had won the prestigious Isle of Man TT. By 1968, Honda had sold over 10 million motorcycles worldwide. Despite his success in motorcycles, Soichiro always dreamed of making cars. In 1963, Honda introduced its first car, the T360 mini truck, followed by the S500 sports car. The cars were small but high-performing. In 1965, Honda shocked the world by winning a Formula One race, just 1 year after entering. But commercial car sales remained modest. Then came the breakthrough, the Honda Civic. Released in 1972, the Civic was small, efficient and perfect for the oil crisis era. With its fuel-saving CVCC engine and emission-reducing catalytic converter, it became a global hit. Next came the Honda Accord, a more spacious sedan that combined fuel efficiency with comfort. It became one of the best-selling cars in America. By the 1980s, Honda was the third largest car company in Japan. Soichiro Honda retired in 1973 and passed away in 1991 at the age of 84. Reflecting on his life, he once said, "I made many mistakes, but never the same one twice. My mistakes were my teachers." Today, Honda is a global powerhouse, producing not only motorcycles and cars, but also boats, aircraft, robots, and even jets. From a boy who once chased a Model T down the road, to the founder of one of the most admired car brands in the world, Soichiro Honda's story is a testament to determination, innovation, and the power of never giving up.